The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on, line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
General West. Deep grip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, dude.
2nd and 4. And he finds Montgomery complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
15, Ronnie. 15 line. 3 out. 31's the mic. Look at me. Go. Check 24. Tight dog. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, box drop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo. Check. Hey, lock it. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 8, read.
Squeeze, double. Show it.
Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check. Hey, Delta.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Rock it.
Quick dance. Go.
Yo, hit it.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Flushed out right. Complete to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check 24.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
All day, every day.
Hey, let's go.
59. Lutz 59. Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch QB draw.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Seibert now to kick this thing away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Look at me, zipper.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Get your swarm up.
Let's go. Snap.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the double. Pilot, 64, reach. Go.
On first down, Herbert on the screen. This is Coleman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
70, Indy. Central West. Switch it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey, exit.
It's just me and you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 29. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read. Back. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, orbit. Crunch. Begin.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, zoom. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Come to my world. We want on the ball.
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Team 6. Team 6. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". Hey, that's good.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert completes it to Hardman. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Herbert, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 70 yards on the pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo. Check, 59.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
80 weapons. Smooth. Ready.
Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Sam off. 60 or. Here we go. 5. Yo, faster. Look, now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That's it, down, 50, plant. Check 48 to Mike. Let's go, defense. And who we got? 48 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's see what you got.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
First down.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Haywood.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 29.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Lots to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last, that didn't bother you too much, Len. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 14. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, high 7. Score.
Off play action. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alpha.
Check, 59.
Here we go. Now. Here we go.
59.
Topper.
And let's pin
Deep grip.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Caught by Cobb. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little?
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Browns drive about to get started. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but that's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Check 13. Check.
Hurry.
Kill.
5.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go.
Who's that? 59 Mike.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They can't hang with us.
Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
they can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Oh, yeah.
61, matchbox, lights.
Watch the eye.
Go.
Watch the slant.
Let go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Bryant has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your...
It got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
This will be taken short.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buzz.
24 is the mic. Time to go. Night.
22.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time now, this is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Hey!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show this.